Do you want to get rich by investing in cryptocurrency in 2021? Of course you do. Don't we all? Isn't that why we're here, right? As investors, 2021 is going to be a year of just immense opportunity for the savvy investor. But some sectors will make bigger gains than others. In this video, I will tell you what I believe will be the biggest areas of growth that you as an investor should consider focusing your money into. My name is Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the crazy markets. Real quick too, before we dive into this topic, if you want to earn a simple and safe passive income with your cryptocurrency, then you need to check out BlockFi. You can earn 6% on your Bitcoin, 5.25% on your Ethereum, 5% on your Litecoin and gold, 8.6% on your USDC, dollar stable coins. And if you sign up using the link down below in the description, you can actually get up to a $250 Bitcoin bonus, depending on how much of a deposit you make. So do check that out if you want to start earning a passive income on your crypto. Okay, let's start off our conversation on trends with Bitcoin. Very original, Lark. Very original. Yeah, I know. But hear me out. 2020 was incredible for Bitcoin. It was the year that institutional money really, truly came to the party. They showed up in a big way. Billions flowed into BTC via the Grayscale Trust and other funds that have been providing exposure to Bitcoin for, institutional clients, hedge funds, all billionaires, all these guys, right? Cash App and PayPal have both been ramping up sales to retail investors. Now, this massive inflow of money and increased interest came just months after the Bitcoin halving reduced emission of new coins by 50%. Now, if you think that Bitcoin is somehow going to take a back seat magically, it's going to stop stealing the spotlight in 2021, then I want to know what you're smoking, man, because it must be good stuff. Now, that is not to say that Bitcoin will have the biggest gains, because it's not going to have the biggest gains. It's just not, right? 4, 5, 6, 7x. That's cool. That's really exciting. That's incredible for Bitcoin. But it's altcoins that are really going to have the big gains. Of course, deciding which altcoins and how much of those altcoins should buy and when to get out of them, that of course is the trick. Now, Bitcoin obviously is the safer bet. It's the coin that moves the entire market. It has the best brand recognition, the deepest liquidity, the most on-ramps, all that stuff. It is never a good year to bet against Bitcoin, but 2021 is a particularly bad year to take that bet. So I think Bitcoin will continue to be a leading conversation in 2021. Now, the second trend I see really picking up steam in 2021 is the rise of other smart contract platforms. Now, all of these years, and still no one has really fully risen up to the task of taking significant market share away from Ethereum. But we do have some seriously motivated and seriously ambitious teams working on cutting out a significant little piece of the pie in terms of market share here. Now, there are three that I think we should all be watching in terms of big upcoming competitors. The first one is Cardano. Now, Cardano has been a slow boiling pot to watch, but introduction of staking rewards in 2020, that was a big step forward for Cardano. At this point, we're only like 2 or 3 months away from having smart contracts being fully implemented on Cardano as well, which is going to be really big, because that's going to open up the token economy. So that's really exciting. And from the sound of it, there's actually a lot of projects in the pipeline for Cardano in 2021. So there's going to be a lot of builders. That means an ecosystem. That means developers. That means interest, right? Very exciting to see that coming. Number 2, of course, is Polkadot. The Polka hype is real, guys. In 2020, anything Polkadot related pumped. And this is before Polkadot really even has got off the ground. Parachains are coming in Q1, so I fully expect the Polka hype will absolutely continue. And the dark horse of the bunch, Elrond, E-Gold. This is basically ETH 2.0, but now, not in 2 years, right? Now, in terms of smaller cap competitors, it's pretty big cap. It's much smaller than a lot of the other big smart contract platforms. Elrond has actually managed to build a very impressive ecosystem with a really big range of partners, which will enable it to be actually a real player when it comes to the DeFi game and gaming and NFTs and all this stuff. So definitely one to keep an eye on. Now that leads me on to the third trend to watch, DeFi. This has been the absolute breakout story of 2020. We crossed so many milestones in 2020 for DeFi. It's just wild. The total value locked and new platforms and yield farming and all this crazy stuff. We now have more than 1 million monthly active addresses using DeFi, decentralized exchange Uniswap. I actually had a lot of weeks where it was doing more volume than frickin' Coinbase, man. The total value locked in DeFi went from, under $1 billion at the start of the year, like just blasted off insanely, closing in on $20 billion now. It's absolutely crazy what's going on with that. The amount of innovation which has happened in this sector in 2020, absolutely astonishing as well. Yield farming, flash loans, leveraged lending, decentralized derivatives, decentralized hedge funds, decentralized insurance, decentralized credit. It's incredible watching this innovation going on. Whole bunches of coins out there as well, mixing and matching and experimenting with all those concepts I just mentioned, experimenting with new concepts, pushing the boundaries of what is possible with finance. This is an exciting time for financial technology. Yes, there's been a lot of drama, there's been a lot of hacks and scamming and all that stuff, but that is what happens when you move fast and you take the break things approach. You're gonna, some tears will be shed along the way, but in 2021, I believe there will be, again, just incredible gains made across the board in DeFi. There are so many coins that stand to gain just like super bigly. The OG DeFi coins like Aave and Uniswap and Maker, I think those will all continue to do quite well, especially as the cash flow continues to grow for their products, as they continue to assert their market dominance and just, really just hold on to that market share. These coins, though, they do have higher market caps and, of course, thus less upside potential, but they also present a lot less risk than a lot of the other coins that people are dumping money into, including myself. I speculate on a lot of those lower cap DeFi coins, because the hot new flashy altcoins, they're going to make bigger gains quicker. There's also higher risk, obviously, right? It can be a dangerous game playing small cap altcoins, especially when we start talking about the flood of the new DeFi coins which are piling into the space. So you have to be careful with which ones you're actually looking into. Look for ones with, good teams, right? You have to do your homework, find the right ones. If you do, then that is where the millionaires are going to be made, by getting DeFi coins and other really strong, fundamentally strong cryptos under like $20 million or under $50 million market caps. That'll be the big stuff, right? So keep an eye out for new listings as well, and learn to really just aggressively take profits as a matter of discipline, and you're going to make gains speculating in the DeFi game. Now, the other way to earn money with DeFi is to actually use it. Crazy, I know, right? Actually using these products, but there are some incredible opportunities to be earning crypto and earning dollars by providing liquidity or by farming new coins. Some of the APYs have been like in the hundreds of percent, some of them in the thousands of percentage points. It's absolutely crazy. Again, you have to keep your ear to the ground for opportunities. Things move really fast. You got to be ready to hop from farm to farm to farm. And we actually try to cover the latest farming and yield opportunities in the Wealth Mastery newsletter. So make sure to check that out if you're not a member yet. But there's some big opportunities out there, guys. So don't be ignoring that either. And before we move on to the next thing, there is one DeFi area that you should probably be paying attention to that hasn't really taken off yet in a big way. And that is insurance. It's still just a baby at this stage. We do have some new players entering the market, but the potential for DeFi insurance, it's a multi-billion-dollar market, without a doubt. Key players right now include Cover Protocol and Nexus Mutual. We got a lot new guys coming in too, so do watch that area. Bridge Mutual is another one to keep an eye on. Now let's get on to the next big area of potential growth in 2021, NFTs, non-fungible tokens. These are unique digital assets. They're tapping into just a variety of different industries right now. Incredible potential for growth, absolutely. Digital art, in-game items, they're all already seeing price tags in the tens or even the hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's insane. Insane. Hundreds of thousands of dollars being paid for NFTs, single blockchain assets. It's wild, man. It's wild. This trend is only going to grow. Now, 3 areas in particular I think are going to be just incredibly big in this niche. gaming, enterprise, and collectibles. Now when it comes to gaming, it's all about unique in-game items and digital assets like pets, for example. Two coins to watch here are the OG NFT player Engine, who's working with some of the biggest game platforms in the world in order to bring in just a whole universe of in-game items to life that can travel from one game to another game. It's very interesting technology. And then a specific game actually called Axie Infinity. Now this is a Pokemon-like game allowing you to grow and battle your monsters. It's backed by Samsung, which it's also backed by South Korea's biggest mobile provider and HTC and a bunch of other major players. So basically all that's a recipe that you need to make a viral hit. So it could really, really take off, that one. We'll see, of course, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on. Now, the next area to watch in this niche is enterprise, things like shipping invoices, music royalties, things like that. They're perfectly suited to being tokenized and then traded or used as collateral and things like Maker. That's already starting to happen to some extent. People like Maker are already starting to work on that. But one that's really interesting is persistence. I think they'll actually become a leader in the enterprise NFT space. So that's one to keep an eye on. And finally, collectibles. Digital art has been going nuts in 2020, but what I think has the potential to really make viral hit status, collectibles, man. Now for this, my pick is Terra Virtua. They're working with some of the world's biggest film franchises like Batman and the Avengers in order to collaborate with those guys and to release official digital collectibles for these incredibly large franchises. Don't tell me that's not a big deal, because that's a big deal. Anyway, those are just my 2 Satoshis. What is your opinion? What do you think will be the biggest trends in the crypto market? Is it the ones I mentioned here, or is there something else you're watching, another area that you're watching? Let me know down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.